Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. A shout out to drone enthusiasts everywhere, and as usual, a shout out to all my friends at the Drone Seekers. We're going to take another shot with the DJI Mavic Mini. As you know, the last time I had this out, I had a windy day and I very nearly did not get it back to home base. And had to go after it, which was fine. It was completely pilot error. But today is a very different day. It's just a couple days later. The sun is out and there's very little to no wind. I'm actually down in the Snake River Canyon today. So where you guys usually see me fly off of Dedication Point, I fly over the top of the canyon. I'm down in the canyon now. There's a roadway, and if you've seen it from those videos, I come in at the Swan Falls Dam and there's a little dirt road that goes down there. The Idaho Power Company has developed a lot of camping areas along the way, and this is actually one of them. And as you can see here, I'll step back. This is the Snake River here. This is right river access. So we're right in the canyon, and it's pretty dramatic with the cliffs and so forth up above. So we're going to put this little guy up and see if we can get some video. So let's quit messing around. Let's get it in the air. Okay guys, I've pointed the camera down so you can see where the drone's at. It's telling me gimbal stuck. So it looks like we're okay with the gimbal now, but it's finding satellites. It's only found 4 satellites so far. I'm sure that has to do with us being right here next to the canyon wall. So yeah, now it's up to 9 satellites, so maybe we'll get there. Now it's telling me gimbal stuck again. Sensor error, gimbal stuck. I don't know. I'm going to restart the bird here. Okay guys, I don't know if you saw that, so I restarted the aircraft. Yeah, it's telling me gimbal stuck again, and it was indeed. I'm wondering, when I landed in that dust the other day, when I got home, I took some canned air and kind of blew it out. But the gimbal definitely, now it's telling me stuck again. I don't know. I just saw it move. We'll try it one more time here. Yeah, it's definitely stuck. Okay, let's turn it off. Seems to be free now. I'm gonna show you here. I don't know if you guys could see this, but it was the up and down that it was feeling a little weird, but it seems very free now. And my suspicion is, you know, I landed it on that dirt road, and I wonder if that was the issue. I'm sure this thing is fairly fragile. And I don't know, I just watched it go through its paces there. It looked good, but yeah, I'm not getting that warning now, so now we got enough satellites, so let's go ahead and look here. Again, we're going to set a really return to home went back down to 15 meters. I'm going to set it up at 45 where I usually set it, and the rest of that looks good. You know, it's not asking me for a compass calibration, so let's not worry about it. Takeoff permitted. I say we just take off here. Let's go ahead and start video. Let's look here. I want to show you that I'm in 2.7K, 30 frames per second. So let's start video. Video is started, and we are going to hit takeoff. And as you know, you just hold your finger down. And it tells me it updated the home point, so everything's looking good. I'm going to pick the camera back up here, the Canon, so you can see it. Let's turn it around. We'll bring it in here a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to drop the gimbal a little, and we are going to go a reverse and up now. So you can see where I'm at there on the bank of the river. So let me drop the gimbal down so you can kind of get the big picture. And let's look straight down. It's kind of hard for me to see how far over that other bank I am, but clearly I am. So it looks like I'm right on the edge of the bank as we toggle down here. But let's pick that gimbal back up. There were a lot of waterfowl down here, a lot of ducks here in the water, and a lot of duck tracks where I'm at there. So you saw as I picked the gimbal out, it was a little blown out there for a second. But I think it's time to, pardon me, I think it's time to take a look around. So that's looking upriver. That's towards the Swan Falls Dam. Swan Falls Dam is off in the distance up there. River's pretty low this time of year, right? And that trail on the other side, I'm not sure how you get to that. But I want to show you the canyon here on the other side. So let's pick the gimbal up, and I have seen a lot of raptors up off of these cliffs. I heard them flying around earlier. Let's just punch straight up. And I'll pick the, yeah, I've got the gimbal picked up as far as I can. So this little guy is climbing for all it's worth. But that's what you see on the side of the canyon. So I'm not even sure. We'll see how tall the canyon wall is. I'm not even sure. There, now you can see the top of it. And we're up 90 meters. I wonder if we could go over the top of the canyon wall. 100 meters. 110. Yeah, I don't think, I think we're more than 120 meters down in. So there we are. So we're at max. And I'm going to drop the camera here a little bit so we don't blow out. So you can see, the sky kind of blows out. We're kind of facing towards the sun. What you see there. Yeah, let's yaw around here so you can kind of see the rest of the canyon. And then this is facing away downstream on the Snake River. So you guys have seen this before, and the sharp-eyed among you will be able to pick the spot up there on the canyon wall where I typically fly off a dedication point. And like I said, we're at max height off of the canyon wall right now. No wind here today. So that's full speed in P mode. Takes us up to about 8 meters per second, which is about 17 or 18 miles an hour. And the road you see on the side there is the one that we'll drive on to get further down the canyon. And we'll go further down and we'll take off from some of those other locations. I'm just wondering if some of you guys recognize this territory from the other videos. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it around here and we'll come back the other way. I think I hear some horses behind me. So yeah, definitely hear some horses. So we've got some people coming down the trail here. And this is the east side of the canyon wall you're looking at here. So I don't know if you can see us off in the distance there. That's if you can look down there, that is my my car down, and you see some horses going by right now, some riders. We're not going to get too low here, but yeah, I just thought you guys might want to see that. So pick the camera back up. I'm going to stay well above because I sure don't want to startle anybody's horses or anything. I don't think this little drone would, but you never know, and we're not going to take the chance. So we're back over the top of us, and there you see the Swan Falls Dam off in the distance. And the drone is performing just like you would expect it would. We've got 15, 16 satellites, which is good enough, which is pretty astounding, being right down here in the canyon. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, kind of in the middle of the screen there's a parking area there that is the equestrian parking area, which is where those guys, I believe, unloaded their horses. And they're just riding down the canyon here. So we'll do a turn around, pick up the camera here so you guys can see the canyon wall. Yeah, I hear some movement in the bushes here. I think we got some waterfowl or something moving around in the bushes. Beautiful country. So we're bringing the drone back towards us here. And like I said, every time I've been up here, none of the raptors or the birds pay any attention. Sorry for that quick yaw there. That was a mistake. We're going to drop some altitude. So that pole there, that looks like that is an artificial nesting area. That they put for raptors, I presume for eagles. This little Mavic, you know, I mean, you guys saw the problems I had when I was in the wind day before yesterday, but it just flies amazing. I mean, I just want you to know that this thing it flies like its bigger brother. When it's in the air, you just don't even, you barely even know that it's not a bigger drone. So we're going to drop here, and you can see me there, and we're going to ease our way back here. So in those bushes there, you see right beside me here, there is something rustling around in there. So we are going to kind of just come over the top of it, kind of slow like here, and see what we can see. Right in these bushes right next to me, I hear something rustling around. I'm sure it's a duck. Something like that. But I don't see anything down there. Kind of cool thing about having the drone, right? You can check this kind of stuff out. You can see those little trails. There was something rustling around in there. Let's yaw around a little bit. You know, I may see something after I get this, get the video home, you know, and can take a look at it. Sometimes on your little iPhone screen, you don't see everything. But I don't know. Looks clear. 57% battery we got here. Let's pick the gimbal back up. Looks like they got a nice little, I assume that must just be a fishing platform. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that must just be a platform to fish off of, I presume. Huh, interesting. They take care of a lot of stuff. Let's just go down the river here a ways. What do you think? Boy, isn't it beautiful and placid today. What a great day to be flying the drone, huh? And like I said, one of the things that I always remark on is how well this thing flies. Now, my FPV is kind of locked. Yeah, signal interference. So part of the problem that's going on here is I'm blocked from the drone just by the natural territory. So I'm going to kind of move out here a little bit. There, we got it back a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit of altitude. I was kind of wanting to stay as close to the river as I could, but let's get some altitude. That'll help us get a little more better signal. Let's go over the top. See these riffles in the water here? Let's go over the top of those. And it's, you know, the FPV is a little bit jerky, but we got it back, and that's what getting a little bit of altitude probably helped us there. This thing actually has pretty darn good Wi-Fi connection. I mean, you know, everybody's astounded that a Wi-Fi drone can get this good of a connection, and I am, you know, I'm low enough that it is not completely a direct line from the transmitter to the drone, but you know, looks like we've got it back pretty good now. So let's just fly up the river here a ways. We're at 47% battery. Yeah, weak signal, adjust antenna. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna pick up a little altitude here. I like staying close to the river. Aircraft power insufficient, because what I was doing there, so I'm letting off and I'm still getting that. So that is not even close to full power, guys. So I'm gonna let off the sticks completely. There we go. So we got it back. I had to let off the sticks completely there. I was rising. Yeah, weak signal still. Well, I got another idea here. We're gonna look off to our right, and we should see up above there, that spot on Dedication Point where I fly the drone quite often. So we're gonna get some altitude here, and I suspect that we will not be able to get high enough to go over the top. Yeah, aircraft power insufficient. Weak signal, yeah. So we're kind of pushing it here, guys. And I don't know what that was with the gimbal there. That was not me doing anything. So, you know what? Discretion is the better part of valor. Let's turn it around. We're at 40% battery. That's good enough for me. Let's just hit a return to home, and let's let it come back. So you guys hopefully can see where I'm at there. So weak signal. So let's just hit return to home. And then we'll get the drone on a track heading back to us. So let's see. I see the Canon camera quit here. Yeah, the battery quit on the Canon camera, so you're not going to be able to see the landing. I brought an extra battery with me, but I thought I had more juice than that. Yeah, it says replace the battery pack on the Canon camera. So it's a good thing we got audio on the iPhone as well. So you will not be able to see, you will only see the landing from the drone's perspective. I did bring an extra battery for the Canon camera, so I'll load that up before we get to the next spot. But as you can see, so it's in P mode, it's coming back at full speed. When there's no wind, the drone doesn't have any problem. It's just going into the wind that it has a little bit of an issue. This is kind of fun having it in return to home, because it lets me kind of see where I'm at here. And you know, you can yaw around a little bit while you're in RTH. I'm going to yaw the bird a little. So I'm not altering its trajectory. I just changed the yaw there. And yeah, I hear a car or something going by above me. Oh yeah, there you can see him in the video. That's the car that I hear. So moving along. Down to 30% battery. So we have been recording for about 17 minutes. So I'm saying for all the running around we did, that's pretty darn good. And you know, if you wanted to push it, I'm quite sure you could easily get to 20 minutes. And there you can see me down there next to the Dodge Durango. So we'll see how accurate it does. There, a little wobble in the gimbal there.
Landing.
So you can see the landing pad, and we know that this does not have precision landing, so it is not my expectation for it to land on the pad. But, you know, it's to get pretty near. And for the most part, what you're going to do is you're going to land the bird yourself most of the time. Well, it's looking pretty good, though. Look at that. We'll watch it come down here. I'll be ready to cancel it if I have to. But it's pretty darn close. I want to stay out of the dirt because of what we noticed. Yeah, I'm going to stop it. It's not going to quite hit it. So let's move it over a little bit and up a little bit. Get some fine adjustments there. Looks like we got the pad, folks.
Landing.
There we go. Landing on the pad. Okay, I'm going to shut it down here and we'll move on to the next destination. 19 minutes of video. So this is part one of a two-parter down in the canyon, in the Snake River Canyon. I hope you enjoyed that. We did have a few issues with the gimbal there, as you saw. I think we've got those pretty much straightened out now, so that's good. The next part two will be further down in the canyon and looking at some other parts and looking at some rapids and getting a little bit closer to the water, which I enjoyed doing. So at any rate, this is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And most of all, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to look at this video. And we will see you on the next one. Having more fun with the little Mavic Mini. Stay tuned for part two.